Today, we have to see about the zero order reaction. Zero order reactions means the reactions in which the rate of reaction is independent upon reactant concentrations, and this rate is always remains constant through the course of the reaction. Then this is called as a zero order reaction. Next part is the integrated rate law. Integrated rate law for zero order reactions. Integrated rate law for zero order reaction. Consider a reaction A to product P. This is a general reaction. Reactant are A and product is a P. Therefore, applying the rate law, to this reaction, then rate is equal to K into concentration of A raised to 0. This is equal to the K. This is equation number 1. But according to the differential rate law, instantaneous rate law, instantaneous rate law, rate is equal to, this is equation number 2. From these two equations 1 and 2 we can write. From equation 1 and 2 we write minus d concentration of A upon dt equal to K. In these equations, rearrange this equation. Rearrange above equation. Therefore, equation as minus d concentration of A equal to K dt. Then integrate this equation just like first order reaction. Integrating above equation in the limit concentration of A equal to A0. This is the initial concentration, and at time t equal to 0, and concentration of A after time t, this is a 80 at t equal to t. Integrating this equation, therefore from this equation integration A0 to 80 d concentration of A equal to integration 0 to t k dt. Therefore, after solving this equation, concentration of 80 minus A0 equal to this minus sign. Present outside this bracket. Therefore, this is a KT. Hence, after this KT terms takes on the left hand side and these two terms on the right hand side of this equal sign. Therefore, this KT equal to this minus and this plus gets minus, and minus into minus equal to plus. Therefore, A0 minus 80. Hence, this equation is represented as K equal to A0 minus 80 upon T. And this equation number 3 is integrated rate law for zero order reaction. This equation gives integrated rate law for zero order reaction. On this equation, there is a 2 marks problem are asked in HSC board examination. From this equation, we can write the unit for this zero order reaction. Unit for zero order rate constant. Zero order rate constant. In this case, this A0 and AT, these are the concentrations of reactant A. Therefore, this is expressed in moles per dm cube. Moles per dm cube. And also this time per dm cube per time divided by time. Therefore, this equation is also be represented as K equal to moles per dm cube per time, or K equal to moles per liter per time. Per liter per time. This time may be expressed in terms of second, minutes, hours, day, weeks, months, etc. The next part is the half-life time. Half-life time or half-life period for zero order reaction. Half-life time or period for zero order reaction. We know that the integrated rate law for zero order reaction is K equal to A0 minus AT upon T. This is an integrated rate law for zero order reaction. Substitute the values of these initial concentrations as well as concentration of A after time T, and T is a half because this is a half-life time. Hence, the concentration of A, this is the initial concentration of A, is A0 at time T equal to 0, and concentration of A, T, this is the concentration of A after time T, this is a A0 by 2 because this is a at T equal to T half, because after the half time this is exactly reduced their half concentration of their initial quantity. Therefore, concentration of AT equal to the A0 by 2. Substitute these two values in this equation number 1, integrated rate law for zero order reaction. Therefore, K equal to value of A0 is A0 minus AT, this is A0 by 2 divided by at time T equal to T half. Then after solving this equation, T half taken on the left hand side, T half equal to 2 A0 minus A0 divided by 2K. Hence, T half equal to A0 upon 2K, and this equation number 2 is a half-life time or half-life period for the zero order reaction. From this equation, this T half is directly proportional to the initial concentration of these reactants and inversely proportional to the rate constant of that reaction. there is a difference between first and second order. T half is independent upon the concentration of the reactants, but in case of zero order, T half is directly proportional, directly dependent on the initial concentration of this reactant and inversely proportional to the rate constant. By using this equation, we can calculate half-life time for the zero order. Then unit for this T half for the zero order reactions equal to unit for these equations equal to, this is concentration, and concentration is measured in moles per dm cube, and the K, this value of K is represented as moles per dm cube per time. Hence, this moles per dm cube gets cancelled, and unit for zero order reaction is equal to the 1 upon time, and this is 1 upon time means time inverse, 1 upon time or time inverse. T half for zero order reaction is equal to the time inverse. This is a unit. The next part is the graphical representations. Graphical representations are carried out by using, there are two types of the graphs are present. First is a rate concentration versus rate, or rate versus concentration, and second is a concentration of AT versus time. The next part is the graphical representation for zero order reaction. In this graphical representation is carried out concentration AT versus time. We know that there is an integrated rate law for zero order reaction is K equal to A0 minus AT upon T. This equation is rearranged. Therefore, this term is taken on the left hand side and KT on the right hand side. Multiply this above equation by -1 on both sides. Therefore, it gives AT minus A0 equal to minus KT. In this case, this term A0 is taken on the right hand side of this equal sign. Then it forms AT equal to minus KT plus A0. This equation is in the form of the straight line equation as y equal to mx plus c. Then we can plot the graph of the AT. There is present concentration and time on the x-axis. Therefore, on y-axis, concentration of AT is plotted, and on x-axis there is a time. On x-axis there is a time is plotted. Then we get there is a negative slope. K is a negative slope. Hence, straight line is obtained by decrease in their concentration with time. At this time, there is a slope is a minus K. Slope of this line equal to minus K. This is a slope, and C is a constant. This is intercept on the y-axis, and this intercept is A0, and this is the nature of graphical representation for the zero order reaction between concentration AT versus time. The next important part are examples of zero order reaction. For example, first example is decomposition of ammonia on the surface of the platinum. Decomposition of NH3 gas on the surface of platinum Pt as a solid. This decomposition is carried out, and this is represented in the form of reactions is 2NH3 gas platinum at a higher temperature. Then this ammonia gas is decomposes and forms N2 gas, nitrogen gas plus 3H2 as a gas, hydrogen gas. Ammonia decomposes at a higher temperature on the surface of platinum. It forms N2 gas, nitrogen gas molecule as well as hydrogen gas molecule. This can be carried out by using this experiment. In this cube, this is covered, inside this covered by the environment of ammonia, and place one platinum plate which is connected to the platinum wire. Then suppose the molecules present on the surface of the platinum, they are decomposes in the form of their nitrogen and hydrogen gases, but this environment is larger concentration of this ammonia. The elements, this element platinum and the molecules present on their surface, they are decomposes and they can be formed N2 and H2. They comes out from the surface of the platinum, they are again converted into this reverse reaction in the form of ammonia. Therefore, the concentration of decomposition of the ammonia is N2 and H2 is very small as compared to the whole concentration present inside this cube of this ammonia. Means concentration is higher of this ammonia concentration as compared to the N2 and H2. Hence, this concentration is independent on this concentration of ammonia. Rate of reaction is independent on the concentration of ammonia. Hence, this is an example of zero order reaction. Another example, decomposition. Same, decomposition of nitrous oxide on the surface of the platinum. Decomposition of nitrous oxide N2 on the surface of platinum. This reaction is also decomposes this N2 and forms, there is a N2 gas molecule and oxygen gas molecule. Therefore, 2 N2 gas in the presence of platinum plate, higher temperature. Then it forms 2 N2 gas plus O2 gas. This explanation is similar to that of this figure. The concentration of nitrous oxide N2 is higher as compared to the decomposition to form the N2 and O2. When there comes out the metal surface, they again forms reverse to the N2. Hence, rate of reaction is independent upon the concentration of this N2. Hence, these two are the examples of zero order reaction.